shopping anymore. I've been playing with my new tool set.
I have been sleeping with Tiamat. She has been keeping me warm.
Yeah.
Kyle, I will say that if you want, instead of a tool, if you wanted to do an instrument, you could do so as well. Or you could, yeah. So
I can actually be good at a didgeridoo. Is that what you're telling me?
If you wanted to, you can. Yes, I'm letting you know that is an option. Should you choose to, or you could just become good at a didgeridoo on your own. You have been practicing.
I have to ponder
Now,
that one.
I do have a question for you. If he becomes proficient in the didgeridoo, he has to do his deception to see how well he's playing, right? Because we have to think he's playing well.
Kind of.
Okay. So, are we ready?
Yeah, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's die.
So, when we last left off, you had a taste of combat with these Hobogabros.
Yes, you remembered.
Yeah, so named them. However, after slaying it, you followed the trail up to what appears to be their tribal cave. Attempting to parlay with them instead of going to outright combat, you discover that within the tribe is a king, and not a Hobogabro king, but a human. You attempt to negotiate his release, or try to come up with a way to abscond with him, but unfortunately their numbers were too overwhelming. So you decide to fall back, reconvene, and come up with a plan. While you're camped out for the evening, a rat comes up and brings a message to Seven, saying that the man within the king is willing to help you in some way at midnight, should you choose to go with his plan. However, should you choose not to, you can use a plan of your own. So, what are we doing?
Okay, so we're pretty clear we cannot wait around. We cannot wait around until midnight. We have Gig and Cog, and we will not be able to extend this past then.
And I'd prefer if we didn't fight them on the account that they're resistant to having holes put into them.
Rather unnerving. So here's what in the last 15 minutes of us talking we've all managed to come up with. And you let me know if at any point this sounds silly or suicidal. So we go back out there, we stand in front of the cave, and we challenge the king to mortal combat with one of our paladins. The king accepts, and you strike down the king, who will then land near my familiar. My familiar will hop onto him, cast Feign Death, because he can cast spells. I can cast spells through my familiar. And he will be, for all intents and purposes, dead. That will make whoever our champion is the new king. Then, we need to lure the shaman, the goblinoid shaman, the Hobogabro shaman, into...
Yep.
Yes. We need to lure them into the same exact deal, where they strike down our champion, who gets hit with another dose of Feign Death. He's declared the new king. They go back and live their lives in peace, and we claim our corpses. Does anyone see anything that a 5-year-old could point out a flaw in this plan? Because if that's the deal, then...
If a Hobogabro decides to smack one of us, we're probably not getting up.
Okay. Also, second question. What are the paladins going to do to make themselves look like they're doing magic? Because so far we know that these Hobogobros are surprised by magic. So a physical hit, they'll be like, well, we could have killed the king our entire... They expect the king to be strong. The king can't go down in one hit.
As much
Yes,
as
you
it
can.
pains me
Yes.
to...
Yes, you can.
I mean, you can, but Lady Scarlet's sword literally flames when it swings, and his sword does all sorts of interesting divine effects. It would be safe to say that either one of them could be construed as smiting him with the power of a god.
The only thing that worries me about this plan is that once one of us drops, is like what do they do with the body? I mean,
They
we
leave
could,
it there.
we could say all day long that they're just going to leave it, but what if we're wrong and they're like, well, now you have to eat the head of the spoils, and all right, well that sucks.
Well, fuck that.
I'm just saying.
I don't think so. They seem to be leaving the corpses well alone inside the cave. One thing we were missing, we can bring in the goblin shaman. We can bring him in on the plan. I have yet
And we
to
trust
meet
this
the
guy.
magic user.
Like we trust this guy. I mean, we hardly ever trust like the turtle lady selling us tacos because that seemed. I mean, it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but we've met people for 5 minutes and not trusted them. But now we're gonna trust a random shaman hobo go shamalama ding dong guy. Stealing it, Matt. Shamalama ding dong guy.
I trust this plan for two reasons, and that is a very valid concern, but hear me out. First, from our observations, and Matt, you can feel free to step in if I'm barked up the wrong tree, but from what Matt had described, from our observations, this proto-goblinoid shaman seemed very interested in the king and his position. It looked like he was disapproving of the raiding parties. So it looked like he would be ready and willing to step in to correct this disastrous course for his people. The second reason I think that this would be a good idea and reliable is I have yet to meet a magic user who is not power hungry in some fashion. You can always rely on people's self-interest.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave this one open to what everyone else. I just have a bad druid whiff in the air. I just do some druid crap. I just smell the air. Yeah, it smells bad. Just saying.
I mean, we can refrain. We can refrain from that if you think it will make things harder. I thought it might make things easier.
I'm more, and this is just voicing my side of the thought process, but I think we might have had a better chance when we were outside, had numbers, and well, at least element of surprise. Maybe not numbers, but at this point now it's more tactical and smartery pantsy stuff. That's not really my thing. So I'm gonna kind of parlay or default back to a support role at this point. 7. I mean, I think at this point I'm gonna be a plan B or tree 3. You guys ever watch plays before, like in your tribes? You guys don't watch plays? I don't know, maybe you don't, but there's
I
always
love
like
plays.
characters. You see them, and there's like tree 3 and tree 2. I'm gonna be a tree in this one and just hang out. And
Anybody have any idea what he's talking about?
In the old plays, they were called spear holders.
What is a play?
or a shepherd one, that guy, that kind of thing. That's where I'm going with that. So
I understand.
That's fine. I
We
guess.
will more than likely need to make use of your control over our environment to slow them down if things go sideways and we end up having to run.
I can do that.
Let's pray that we don't have to do that.
Does anyone else have any
Does
other
anyone
plans?
else-
Right now,
Yeah,
that's it. That's all we got, right?
Exactly. Does anyone
I
else
have
see
a plan.
anything clearly wrong with this? What's up,
Hit it.
Nick?
Okay. I go up. Him and I have fights with minor illusions, so there's literally no damage going on. I go up close to him. I put my hand on his chest, giving him one of my cogs that have disguise self. I do a mirror image that looks like I suck at his soul. He disguise selfs him as a skeleton. And there's a dead body on the ground. Cost me 2 spells.
The only thing, and that is a very good plan, actually, now that I think about it.
Because then your frog can go up and touch a skeleton and it doesn't look mysterious that he goes up.
You said minor illusion?
Minor illusion to do weird stuff, and then disguise self to make himself look like...
Aha. Double checking, making sure I have the...
Yeah, so I would go up and
The
touch
path.
his chest with a minor illusion, making it look like I suck at his soul. He would use my cog that gives him disguise self to make him look like a skeleton.
And either of us can use the message. Well, it'll probably be me because you'll be occupied.
I
can
don't have
message
message.
him the plan. Oh.
Mhm.
I can message him the plan
Yeah.
and say, disguise yourself as a skeleton. He's going to kill you. But then what happens when you're
I
the
go,
king?
if the shaman wants to go fight me, I'll just say that my magic isn't working on him. I lose. I can make myself look my power goes off.
And you want to... And you are okay with having
If the
Feign
plan
Death
goes,
cast on you
if
as
the
well?
plan goes wrong, I'm okay with going down. You guys have a life.
Can you make yourself look like a skeleton? Is that a thing?
No, they would tell that
No.
I'm not human.
But Feign Death would probably give you the appearance of deactivation.
I'm pretty sure I could just lower the light in my power core and make it go slower.
That's true. Well, does anyone have any objections to this? It's just... It's a modification to the original plan, but I think it enhances it. The only thing I can see being some point of contention is if we don't bring the shaman in on the plan...
Well, during the fight, you can message the shaman.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Just
in
tell
the
him
first place,
after
was
I win this
the shaman.
fight, he challenges me. Right there, because he doesn't think that I'm strong enough.
I mean, we can make it a magic duel. We can set the terms of a duel. The challenger is usually the one who, because, pardon me, you get to name the time, place, and stuff like that. It's usually them who gets to choose the weapons. We would need to take all these factors into consideration. But, you would also probably get to name a second for your duel. Who should you name as your second?
Why we have seconds?
In a formal duel. Not sure if they'll do the same or if they'll recognize that sort of formality, but we should discuss. We should discuss just in cases.
I thought the king fights were one-on-one.
I'm just going off of my limited knowledge of duel protocol. I'll admit it is incomplete. So, I think we are as armed with knowledge as we can be for this situation.
Because at this point, they've seen all of you. They have not seen me, Gar, or Bro. So
Alright.
if we come back and act like it's our fight and you guys hide in the trees, it's me challenging the king.
I mean, I would have to come with you and be within 30 feet for message to work, but I could be like, hey, I got the big boys now. You should have listened while you had the chance, but I had to go and get the mighty gig. Hope you're okay with me calling you that.
That's fine.
Sounds pretty cool.
Mega.
All right, I think GM, have we? I think we've beaten this dead horse till it don't move no more.
You think
How-
you're ready?
How far do I know that Star has to stay near me?
It was within 300 feet.
Okay.
Barros, were you saying something? I noticed you were interacting with Star. Barros,
Did he freeze? I think. There you go.
there you are.
Whatever.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right, Barros?
Oh yeah, I didn't hear. I got a phone call. Sorry.
Oh, my apologies. I saw Evening Star whispering to you. Did she have anything to say? Did you have anything to say? We're trying to get last considerations before we go through this plan.
She's worried about the crystal on his back, and I was supposed to be protecting her from the sight
It's been working.
DM, do I know if casting any sort of feign death on Gig would interfere with that?
You're unsure.
You don't have to cast Feign Death. I can disguise myself as my power going off.
Okay, so feign death would only be necessary for the bard.
No, if he's a skeleton, he's going to look dead too.
The only reason I would say it might be in, well, if we can bring in the shaman on this, it should be fine. I will have, just in case, I'll have my familiar standing by, and I'll take the next hour to turn him into a toad.
You can hide him in my oven. I won't turn it on.
Exactly. Well, thank you.
What would happen if you both ended up losing the fight?
What?
What would happen if you both ended up losing the fight?
They'd probably kill us.
Can we just have I'm really fucking token here. Can we just have like a plan, like F or G to this? Like, what is that plan? When
it doesn't work and the bard looks like a skeleton, you guys run.
Got it. Slit his throat. Run.
No, just run.
Got it. Run.
Yes.
Slit. Run. Nope. Just run. Right. Yeah. Got it.
Just
Okay. Okay.
run.
So one of you grab the skeleton and run.
You should run as well, though.
I can definitely stall them. And I open up below my oven, and there's a bunch of stuff that doesn't look very safe.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You do realize, though, that none of us wish to abandon you.
Yes. But I'd rather you guys be safe.
All right.
Alright, I'm
Let us
going to
hope
attach...
fervently it does not come to that.
Okay, I'm going to have to do this quick. I'm going to take the thing out of my bag that Rodney put on me, and I'm going to tie it to Cog. It's probably not going to have the same amount of time, but it should give us at least the amount of time we need to get back to the cart.
Roll a Tinker's.
Absolutely.
I'll help.
My Tinker's thingamabob.
I will help.
What do you want it with?
Okay. Let's go with intelligence.
That's a natural one.
Did you? Can I help at all?
Are you proficient with Tinker's? Yes, you are because of the gunsmith.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll again.
I believe we're at a short rest.
Short rest is an hour, so that's
Yes.
what it takes for me to
So
change the ritual.
you start you get it off just fine. And you start trying to attach it to Cog, and the connections aren't quite right. Like you're not really sure where everything's going, but then Gar kind of reaches up with his small hands and pulls out from underneath the back plate of Cog these small cables that he pops apart, and you're able to connect it to the crystal array. You're not sure how long you have with this, but it seems to be functioning.
Okay. I look at Cog, and I go, do not leave the cat's side. Eyes.
And so Cog nods, turns to Star, and does this little to Star.
Ferris on one side, Cog on the other. Yeah, she's not gonna have fun.
Small tree listens to big tree very well.
Yeah. What time is it? Right before I start my hour.
You guys it's getting close to early evening.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing this before midnight.
We have to.
Scarlet. While I'm doing my hour, if anybody else has any plans, do them now. I just want to talk to Scarlet real quick before we do our thing.
Oh my god, okay.
Everybody else, do your things first.
I take her by the hand. What do they do in Critical Role? I pull Vax away. I walk away.
I pull Scarlet aside.
That's it.
That's it.
And then I walk away.
And I walk away.
DM?
Does anybody else have anything that they want to do?
Yeah. DM? No time like the present. I don't know what the hell this thing does, but what the hell? Why not? Let's give it a go.
Oh shit.
Always have a plan.
Barrows, anyone who does anyone? I pull out my Wooka from my bag while we're all hanging out here. It's like, we may die going into this as I'm setting this all up. But I want you all to know, again, I think we made some really good friendships while we're here, and we started a long way since we came from the Beaver. I'm just putting all this Wooka stuff together, right? And if we die here today, let's just know it's for a noble cause of trying to help someone, and even a stranger we don't necessarily know, but we're helping out a village. Like, there's just lots of good aura right here in what we're doing, guys. So just if nothing else, this is a good moment for us. Win or lose, fuck it. Let's just maybe we should just run away if everything goes bad. But hey, we're team working. We're coming up with plans. I love it. And once the Wooka's all set up, Matthew, DM.
Yes.
I would like to activate the party Wooka that I have. That's the 7-day thing where you have to smoke it 7 days. But each day,
okay.
What does the first day do?
Oh my god!
Is this something? Should we alter our minds before we go into battle?
It's up to you guys.
If you need time to find it in your notes or anything, I figured I'd throw that out there now and let everyone else do their thing.
I've memorized what this does. I've been waiting for you to use it. I was expecting to use it on the road trip.
Yeah, fantastic.
What is this?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, while I'm packing it up, I'm like, my man Oz just said this is going to do some pretty easy shit, so I figured...
This better not be that time skip bullshit where he just loses a week.
That would be bad.
Oh, damn, we were supposed to fight a week... Oh, he's dead. Oh, shit,
Yeah.
He's dead.
He died a while ago. Well, I will set it all up and then take it away. Whatever. Puff, puff, pass, man.
Okay, so who all is partaking of the road trip?
Me!
What does it do?
I liked it the first time!
I don't know.
Looking at Rowan going,
No time like this, man. This is what my tribe is all about. We live in the now moment. Like I can't think about next week. I gotta think about now. And right now, I'm gonna try this shit because if I'm gonna die, I wanna make sure I'm doing it the way I want to do it, which is smoking this shit. So if anybody wants to join in, by all means.
We should do it 2-7. That'll be fun.
at least one of us should maintain a level head. I must
wasn't
decline.
planning on it. I'm not planning on smoking it.
I am not currently here.
I do look at Bro though and I go, before the thing you might want to make me a little more charismatic.
Where is Gar?
I check the oven.
Damn it! No.
I look in the oven.
Okay, so is it just Browen and Scarlet?
I assume even if Star was even thinking about it, Garrus
Okay.
As much as Robert wants to, Seven needs his head right now.
So I'm leaving it up to the individual choice.
So while
It's
everyone's
an
doing
X factor I did not plan for, therefore it cannot be part of my
Seven's
plan.
doing his hoobly boobly stuff to make his thing into a thing, and everyone's getting prepared for battle. This is how I get prepared for battle, and anyone else wants to prepare with me.
By getting fucked up.
So, those of you who are partaking, please roll me a Constitution save.
Whoa!
No! It's going to go swimmingly.
Such a stick in the mud, Seven. Why don't you have fun, Seven? Why don't you make the Constitution saving throw
amazing.
6, 7?
So,
Oh,
Browen,
Amazing.
Browen, you take a puff,
He's gone.
out.
Yay! Great. Great.
Those of you who are watching him, he just... And as he's
Oh my
exhaling,
god!
he's falling backwards. Out like a light.
Did the falling backwards take forever in his
It
mind?
seemed
He's
like
done.
it.
By the time he wakes up, he'll have just hit the ground in his mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like that drug from Dread.
Oh yeah!
That's wild, I remember that.
I am out. So my video is off. Out.
Scarlet, you take a puff too, and you look over at Bro, and you just kind of go, and like colors start twisting in your vision.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
As they clear, you start seeing ripples from the rest of the party. As you're like focusing on it, you realize you can see their breathing. You look up towards the trees and you can see ripples coming from the moving leaves. You can, you happen to see a bird perched on a branch, and as it chirps, you see a short burst of ripples. You literally see sounds.
Jeez.
You can see sounds?
That's awesome.
Wild.
Oh my god, what have I done?
I'm
So
like
does it
drawing my
last
circles
for,
on the map
like,
going,
one day?
Scarlet.
Like what? Well, he's passed out, so fuck.
Yeah, that'll be fine. At what time do we start smoking?
Right before you guys leave.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Great.
They have at least an hour to puff while I'm doing my thing.
Right.
Browen's got an hour nap ahead of him.
You hope
Not
it's only an
longer.
hour.
Hopefully.
Messages. Okay, there we go. It's like, why is Discord messaging me?
How are you feeling, Scarlet?
And then, as he took his last breath, I'm just gonna follow that off into the distance.
So it's interesting. You're watching the words form unique ripples. Given time, you might actually be able to translate visual sound.
Oh, that's amazing.
Is that a good ooh, or
I
are you
can
alright?
see sounds,
And
man.
can I see like my breathing then, like in front of me?
Mm-hmm.
You start snapping in front of your face just to watch it.
Yes. Yes.
I see little wave thingies. They're like flying everywhere.
And you're watching your voice kind of like as you're moving your hand, you're watching the ripples bounce off your hands.
I can only imagine what a hypnotic pattern spell would do to you right now.
You should have done it.
Dead.
You should have done it.
Heart attack, dead.
If it would probably give you an aneurysm. But
So, to let you know,
So fun.
the effects of this stage
Oh,
last
boy.
for a full 8 hours.
Oh my god.
Nice
That's
scene.
an edible right there.
does that mean that Kyle's
There you
out
go.
for 8 hours?
It might be the case.
Cog is holding him.
Kyle!
Oh, we're fucked.
Now,
Really glad.
Kyle, I will
Really
remind you that what
Wait,
Oz
wait,
told
wait.
you about the road trip, it's intended to be taken over the course of 7 days. And he warned you not to interrupt the 7 days. Just letting you know.
Hey, wait, hold on, DM, Matthew, hold on,
Yes?
hold on.
Oh, fuck.
So just
I'm
a
gonna
little
die.
bit of leeway, a little.
I'ma die.
If you recall from my master herbalism, I was smoking my pipe earlier when I was talking to Seven. In addition, the herbs created by the druid craft chips can be used to give advantage in saving throw against mind-altering effects or spells. Is that right?
Yes.
Can I roll
Go ahead
it?
and- You can get one more. I'm gonna give you one more shot.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
god, this is gonna happen.
This is so ranking.
5.
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
That would be so perfect though if you like rolled a 1.
A 7.
So before I rolled it, I remember Oz told me that it was 7 days. Like each day did a thing, and if you did them all in a row, like something bigger happened at the end, right? It was something like that, right?
A giant
I
owl
think
tells you the meaning of life.
Pokemon. Okay, here we go.
Or the meaning of life tells you now.
For all the cookies. Okay!
Is it
5-1.
good?
5-1.
Oh my god.
Rowan.
Can't be mad at that.
So, you fall backwards, letting out this puff of smoke. And you're just sitting there and you startle yourself awake. And you can see now, from the snore, you see the echoes.
Oh my god.
And you look over and you see Scarlet like snapping her fingers, and you see the ripples coming from. You too can see sound.
What is happening? What are you doing?
You were so damn lucky, dude.
Out of character, I really wish
that.
Barrows let me do this stuff.
The DM is merciful. The DM is wise. The DM is merciful. I totally forgot about that, though.
Oh, that was a close one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Woo! Impromptu high aside, what are you guys doing?
7, do you have to be right next to me to be able to do what you're doing? Your messages?
I just have to be within 30 feet. And again, I'm sitting, I'm tracing
I
circles.
thought
on the
message
ground
was like
with
125
paper and
feet.
ink. You might be correct. It's 120 actually. Let me consult the big book of spells. And message has a range of 120 feet. Yeah. So I do not need to be right next to you. I can be on the outskirts of the
Yeah, if
kerfuffle.
you guys want to stay safe, you can message me, and I'll have my minor illusion translate.
Unless
Unless you want to
because
be right
I'm
next
the only
to
one who I'm the only one who can speak their language.
I do have a fist bump.
He does.
I'm sorry. A fist bump.
Oh,
Goblin is
hey,
probably
hey,
really
hey,
offensive.
Gig, hey, Gig, give me one. Give me one of those,
Okay,
Oh dear.
and then explode it.
okay.
I bet you it sounds like that scene from Episode 2 of Star Wars with the sonic depth charges.
Okay, you guys are like freaking out at sounds, right?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm just gonna shoot a thunder cannon shot in the
okay.
back, just at a random tree.
Oh no.
Oh God.
So, it's interesting because it like you could see this almost 4-inch thick wave. Boom! Not just from the gun, but from the point of impact. And when they collide, you almost see this bright point of light.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing? Ah, God!
So pretty.
Yep, that was fun.
If they say anything, I'll be on hand to translate for you, but I will stay well clear of your kerfuffle.
Okay. All right, let's go do this.
Thank you, Gig, for volunteering.
Of course.
Well, not of course. Most people don't enjoy putting themselves in danger willingly.
Well, it's for a good reason.
I'm glad you think so. Scarlet, when you're done doing things, perceiving the world in ways that mere mortals cannot comprehend, doing all right over there, or are you still? I'm watching her eyes going all over.
We're just playing. We're playing patty. Where you interrupt us playing patty cake. We're like patty.
I just wanted to say that in case this all goes very, very poorly, I wanted to thank you. This past week has been both more dangerous but more fulfilling than any other week that I have experienced. It's been significant, mostly thanks to you. Not the dangerous part, the significant part. I'm very not good at this part of interacting with you. But, well, thank you. This is what I wanted to say.
How far away from the group are you guys?
I'm in my little spot, but I assume I waved her over. I'm just keeping my voice.
Yeah, we're kind of by ourselves.
Conversation. I probably wouldn't be saying this.
Are we?
Right over my shoulder.
I hope.
As far as you know, yeah.
Assume we have reasonable amount of privacy. So, thank you for making this not as scary as it would be alone.
Okay, you make Melissa blush, but Scarlet's not supposed to blush. but
Scarlet can blush. It's what she's all about, right?
7. It's too cute. It's too cute.
That's
Thank
all
you.
right. Of course. Wait, before I forget, because I've forgotten about 3 times now, and I pull the rose gold necklace from my my tunic. I wanted to give this to you. You gave me a very significant gift in this ring, and I figured it would be. Well, at first I thought it would just be equivalent to give you a gift of significant weight, equal weight. But I just want to give a very pretty girl a nice necklace.
God damn it.
He's a bit of an character.
I think it's got some sort of magic to it. Affection should always drive out fear. Hopefully that necklace does the same for you. And I have reached the absolute limit of my capacity to express my emotion. Spell.
I'm gonna reach out and hug him. And then kind of a little tight. And then oh, you're gonna do something?
Yeah. As this is happening, I'm going to shimmy down a rope from the tree above them and hang upside down and whisper into Seven's ear, "This is your chance to kiss her." And then I drop off of the rope and I scurry away.
I thought you were chaotic evil.
That 30 stealth check.
Really?
Yup!
Oh!
Yeah.
I was following you guys the entire time.
Oh my gosh. Are you hugging me from behind or to my face?
Your face.
Okay.
Oh,
I did
dear.
leave you guys alone. I did scurry off.
And I was kneeling to do the thing, so you probably are kneeling as well, right?
Oh dear.
Unless you're just
I
towering over me.
I don't know.
Pretty sure she can haul you up by main force alone.
I just carried you and plopped you up.
Okay.
Possibly, yeah.
This is just like an anime. I love it.
But you were interrupted. You said,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and then well, do you want to kiss me?
Wow.
I mean, you're the expert, but if you're inviting me to kiss you, then absolutely I would like to kiss you.
Okay, I'm gonna pucker up.
I'm gonna close my eyes because I'm fairly certain that's how that goes. My glasses. I'm not gonna take my glasses off because I have no idea that that's a thing I should do. I'm just gonna. Okay.
We'll just stand there like this. Just
Seven's just
Yeah.
standing there with his eyes closed and just his brow raised because he has no idea what's going on.
just hold 5 inches apart. Never actually hold that 5-inch fucking gap.
Just open his eyes just a teeny bit.
And I'm staring at you.
I'll get over my last drop of cowardice and close the gap and give her just a quick chaste peck on the lips.
That works.
Inflict wounds.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully
I'm
this
not ready,
plan.
guys.
Hopefully this plan goes off without a hitch. And the last thing I did on this earth is not make a fool of myself.
Oh wait, Seven, one more thing.
Yes.
Can you put this on me? And then give the necklace to him and then pull my hair out for him?
Oh.
I will hook the necklace around her neck and just lean around and say, I hope it takes good care of you.
What does it do? Do we know yet?
It gives you advantage. DM, does she have to attune to it?
If I remember correctly, yes.
It is a necklace that gives you advantage on saving throws against fear effect.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
So, minor, but at least it's pretty.
Cool. And I want to tuck it under my armor.
I'm relying on you to keep us all safe.
Mm. Wait, we're doing Gig's plan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
You know, with the whole Evening Star thing, and things have been wild and crazy, and I am a very small wizard in a very big world. And it is comforting to not be alone.
I'll try my best, but promise you'll be by my side throughout it.
You will have a very hard time separating me from your side. That's all. I'm gonna go back to my spell.
And I'm gonna skip away, looking at the grass, vibrating.
As you get
Thank you,
about
Gar.
as you get about like 30 feet away, and as he says that, you're welcome.
Just look around, I'm like, the hell is he?
He's just
I
on
want
your
my
back.
rope back.
He's on your back, just holding on.
What am I, Gig? Get off. Alright. I think it's time we put this baby into action.
So to be.
Alright.
So to be interesting.
Guys, get to a safe place.
Should Gar and I hide? I mean, they haven't seen us yet before, right?
Where you guys are camped out here in this little grove, yes, if I remember correctly.
Where?
Hold on.
Yep, right about there a ways.
Go ahead and move your tokens to where you're at.
Somewhere in the forest. So it's not
I
obvious.
was
that
thinking
we're here.
we'd be more in the tree line. It's
Yeah, I
thicker
thought,
than
I thought we were
the
like,
plain.
wait, I thought we were like way the fuck down here somewhere. But yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'll go over here and chill. All right. So as everyone's kind of hanging out, everyone's kind of like, so we should we like is this the plan? Is the plan ready? Is the plan to go? I'm gonna look up from my Wooka for a second and be like, guys, shh, hold on, and I'm gonna look in the direction where Gig shot his thunder cannon thing at, and I'm gonna say, I know I'm tripping balls, but just hear me out. I promise. I know I can see sounds, but I think I saw sounds of something that I can see over there, but I can't see it. But I just saw the sounds of it, like a howl or a roar or something, and I'm gonna point south. Everyone, get ready. I don't know what that was, but that just kind of freaked me out.
All right. Assume a defensive position then.
It kind of sounded hobo gobber shama gama rama dama dingongi, but maybe just hobo gobber gobber raba hobo gobbers, just the
You'll
regular
show
one.
off from the south.
Yes. And I point the direction of where the sounds are coming from.
I'll scurry up a tree and hide.
I will also climb a tree.
Okay, go ahead and make either athletics or acrobatics.
Boy,
Good thing that was my extra proficiency choice.
Nice.
Does Heather have to?
Oh
If she
my
has a
God.
climbing speed.
I do have a climbing speed.
Okay,
but-
then never mind. You don't have to make the
Okay.
acrobatics.
I really want a
That was my
climbing
turn.
speed.
Yeah, I got a climbing speed of 20.
So, Star, you zip right up, no problem. Gar, you struggle a little bit. The weight of your gun's kind of throwing you off.
Damn it! And
but
I'll
you
walk
managed to
back
make it
over to. I'll walk back. Okay, I'll actually give up when I'm struggling. I'll walk back over to 7 and I'll grab the rope from the tree
Okay.
that I used to rappel down.
Okay.
I will do nothing since I know how to communicate with Hobo Gobros. I will just keep my wand tucked within my sleeve, but ready to draw if I have to.
And then
Okay.
I'll just hide on the ground.
Oh, wait.
I'll be perched on Gideon.
Gar
Now, do
becomes
we
a
hear
bush.
anything coming at us from the south?
Go ahead and roll your perception.
No.
Are y'all doing it?
Yes.
Oh,
I did it. Just took me a second.
Oh, we're all on perception? Okay.
Yes, please.
Hey.
goddamn.
Girl, you can see sounds and shit.
Bro, you do have advantage on the roll.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, because I saw it first or something? Or
Because you can see sounds. You're using two
Oh,
senses.
yeah. Okay.
Seven.
Okay.
2 for 1 sense is special.
Perception.
Oh my god, I rolled it.
Okay. So those of you, give me a second. I'm fixing some tokens here because apparently I missed some.
No. It's okay
So,
to miss
while
some.
you're, DM, while you're fixing, just because you said I could, instead of tools, do music, and now that I'm fucking high as a kite and I can see sounds, and now I'm playing my didgeridoo, I think it's only fitting story-wise for me to just do the didgeridoo. As my proficiency.
You should get a
I'm gonna do that.
No, of course.
Okay, that's.
What thing would you like it to be? Strength, Dex, which?
Strength.
It's tool use, so you would use you would query the stat, but typically it's charisma.
Query-
Charisma, specifically deception.
Query.
No,
attribute.
it's tool use. You would use deception with the
I
tool
know.
use.
I know.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Shit.
Just because I can see sounds, I'm going to use that I can actually, like, oh, no wonder that sounds bad. It's a D, not an E, idiot. Like,
Okay, now I have everybody's passive perception set up. That's what I've been doing is I've been going over all your tokens and getting it so I can see your passive perceptions. Okay. So, those of you who rolled above a 15,
not me.
Is that what you did
Nope.
for the blue number? Was my passive perception, or
say again?
you put the passive perception on the tokens?
Yes, so the blue number is your passive.
Why'd you give me a passive of 3, sir?
Because I just add 10 because it's your
Yeah.
We used to add 10 to
Yeah, that's 10.
it is your perception bonus, and I just add 10.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I'm gonna stick you with 3.
Ah, I am the
Ah.
worst.
Grasp of the ground.
I have
So-
one, dude. I ain't much better.
Those of you who rolled above a 15, from the south, you hear this like grunting sound, almost sounds like a gorilla charging, and you can hear the light skitter of smaller creatures rushing towards you. What are you doing?
We should be in the trees right now, should we not?
Yeah, I'm signaling that it's something big.
How far away are they?
It's hard to tell. It's not. Let's see, I'm trying to think here. By the sound waves that you are seeing coming through the trees, it's a little bit difficult because it's bouncing off the trees, but you can kind of gauge it out to maybe 200 yards.
And you said above a 15, not a 15, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I know you rolled a 15.
And it's a lot of little things coming towards us. Is that true?
It sounds like two large creatures, like something like a gorilla-sized creature, and then several smaller creatures rushing towards you.
I'm going to quickly. I'm putting my toad. I'm giving Gig
Dewey?
my toad. Dewey.
Yep.
Gig, take Dewey. I'm going to quickly cast Fly on myself and to Scarlet. Come with me if you want to get up in the trees.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna hop on him.
Okay, alright. Magic, do the heavy lifting, and I will take us 60 feet up into the branches where I'll put us down.
Okay.
Is anybody else on the ground? I might have time to grab one of them as well.
I'm on the ground, but you can't see me right now.
I'm on the ground.
Likely.
I'm on the ground.
Okay.
Do I have time to get everyone into the trees, Dan?
It's hard to tell. You've got 200 yards. You're not sure how fast they're moving.
Who is going to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, am I able to... it's
I'm
half
fine.
movement for stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay. So... I'm gonna move over here with my uncanny action as well.
Okay.
To get up onto
That-
the like under the cliff area.
That much gap of dense trees, you're not going to have much of a shot on them, even with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Letting you know that before you go.
Yeah,
too far away.
I might just climb a tree again.
Okay. So, who all is hiding in trees? Or anybody who
Up a
anybody?
tree, 17.
Okay. So yeah, it was pretty easy for you to scramble up. You've got enough strength that you just scramble up into the trees. I would like all of you who are hiding in the trees to actually roll a stealth. Those of you who would normally roll disadvantage, go ahead and roll normal.
So I was waiting for all of us under 15. I didn't want to skip my turn there, but once I see all my friends hiding, I'm gonna go fucking hide in a bush.
Okay.
I assumed we said something about that. My apologies.
Before Bro goes to hide, I'm just gonna toss him to a tree. And then I'm gonna go to Cog. I'm gonna touch Cog, give him Disguise Self, and I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself look like Bark and sit next to a tree. And then Cog do the same.
I like
Go
it.
ahead and roll.
This is the one.
Roll your
Does
stealth.
Arya look like Bark?
Cog is all metal, and I have some wood, but I'm making myself match the bark.
Not bad. And then roll for Cog.
Yeah, if he's not moving, is he getting disadvantage? Well, you said normal.
Yes.
Where the hell is your stealth?
It's
You have a stealth. It's just a 0.
Okay. So you're... Or it would be Dex.
He's fine.
Nice.
I was gonna say it would be Dex for him.
Yeah, so it's just a 0.
Okay.
Yeah, sneaky.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled advantage. That's weird. Oh no, it didn't roll advantage. Just rolled
You
it
just
twice.
rolled
Anyway,
twice.
no, anyway, it's a 5.
Wow, her rolls are terrible.
I have to chuckle. Even with your halfling trait,
Yeah,
you still rolled a
it
1.
would have. Yeah, it would have been bad. So
You
yeah,
rolled a
I'm
double
like,
natural 1 to get that
oh
4.
my,
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Anyway. So,
not being quiet at all.
as a collective, you're fairly stealthy.
Good.
About maybe 5 minutes later.
It's a dolphin.
You hate
What?
dolphins. You hate dolphins.
Land dolphins.
You
Oh,
see a pack of
God.
wolves come rushing out of the woods in your direction. And they get into the clearing, and begins sniffing around.
Okay.
Most of them passed underneath you without issue. Now, let's see here. So, one of the wolves, starts sniffing around the outskirts while the other ones kind of go off in this direction. This one comes over, sniffs Cog.
I will druidcraft something in my hand and throw this like a stick over in a bush somewhere.
Okay.
Like,
Fetch the stick, boy.
It like looks off towards that direction, sniffs Cog again,
Pee on him.
pees on him, and walks away.
Called it.
He just
That's
smells
what
like
you are, yeah.
he just smells like metal. Like
Can
Thank
we
you,
see
Fire
what
hydrant.
the big gorilla-sized things were? Or are they coming this way? Oh, okay, there they are.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Shortly
there.
after, these two come charging out of the woods.
how many hunting parties did they have?
Bajillion.
That's a good number.
All of them. All of the hunting parties.
All of them.
Not good.
Okay.
Broing mentally to bro.
You
No,
whispered
no,
yourself.
no.
No, that's perfect. Just leave that one how it is. Just-
You know, bro?
He's so stoned he's confused. The mental echo is now like. I think you just gave yourself the psychic equivalent of brain freeze.
What did I do? Yeah, by myself. Special.
Blue screen it. Bro and blue screens for a moment. Okay. What are you doing?
Standing
Are they
still.
just hanging out, or
They
are
seem like
they
T-Rexes.
moving on?
So the two that came out are now kind of searching the woods. They look over towards the tree that Gig shot, and they begin to investigate, which happens to be very close to where you guys are.
I shot south. It would have been where they were.
You
Yeah.
went, yeah. They ran into the clearing and missed it the first time, and they looked back and they saw it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Wait it out. Wait it out. Don't give it away.
I like how we all actually get silent. Like they can hear us.
Role
They
playing.
can.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't think so loud, Kyle.
7.
To
You
myself.
hear them kind of talking amongst themselves. The bits and pieces that you're picking up are like basically talking about thunderstorms, confusion. Then didn't see storm clouds because the tree looks like it was struck by lightning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And they begin to kind of look up.
I will cast Fog Cloud all over top of us.
Okay.
Just
How what's the radius of fog cloud?
20 feet.
as soon as I start
Yep.
seeing him fucking look up.
So the best part about this
There's your cloud.
is I was mentally thinking to myself, I was like, well, mentally thinking to myself instead of vocally.
I'm the only one who can mentally think to myself, okay?
This is true.
I was thinking that Gar was going to fire his gun to try to scare them away, but if there's a fog cloud, we might be able to scare them with thunder.
Yeah, if the fog cloud goes out and they can't see anything again, I'm gonna shoot again, but in a different direction.
I was
Where
just about
you-
to tell you to do that. Yes, okay.
Where are you shooting?
I'm gonna shoot really far south at the farthest tree I can visually see. So
I'm
make
gonna
that
mind
one
my
crack
own
back there.
business.
I was gonna say with the fog cloud, it's gonna be rough, because you were right into the thick of it.
I'm gonna shoot back and just make.
Whatever you
remember,
hit?
Yeah, remember that there was a couple trees right in front of me to shoot past
Make
those.
Okay, make an intelligence check for me.
Absolutely. Where's my intelligence?
That's usually Matt going, would Gig know something in the mix that we're not getting right now?
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Did I hit a tree?
You're about to
Oh
find
dear.
7, your head comes apart as Gig blows it off.
Roll 5 death saving throws.
Matt, I
So-
was taking a shot with the pepper box as well, just because
at what? Where?
I
where
was thinking over by the cliff, but whatever way Gar is pointing at this point,
Into the sky, Yosemite
You tell
Sam
me
style.
where's Gar pointing?
it's either this way or this way because he was watching them.
You pick. Don't ask me to decide.
Towards the cliff, if you'll let me.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
No, Jesus.
So bad at these.
Nani.
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at these. I'm bad at these.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Make an attack roll. Okay, Gig,
God.
your shot. Let me just go ahead and do this. There we go. Lands somewhere around in here. Gar?
I didn't see where you said in here.
Am I on the wrong layer? I'm on the object's tokens.
Is it that bluish 6 that you just
That
put
blue
down?
circle?
no, there it is.
Oh no, the
Oh,
red.
he didn't
pulse,
get the
I see
bottom.
it.
Way at the bottom.
Oh, wait, it's not visual. Got it. Okay, hang on. Reveal area. Can't really see the fog of war, so I don't know. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so, Gar, you turn and you basically fire at the tree next door to you.
Heard.
Whatever was there is now obliterated. You're not really sure.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
But,
Base case scenario, they take this as an omen and they just run.
Gig, you fire off into the distance. Now, what I would like you to do is both roll performance checks.
Ooh.
Womp, womp, womp. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh, we're so bad.
Yeah, we got the negatives and the performances.
Okay, give me
Wow.
a second. I gotta see if they...
Oh my god.
Okay. You hear a kind of almost like a what was that? Only in grunts. One of them goes off this way. The other one starts going this way, but the dogs stay put and they begin sniffing around.
I'm gonna shimmy
I'm
around
gonna-
to the other side of the tree and stealth again. Yes.
Okay. Gar,
Mhm.
3 of the wolves start coming towards you. You get the sense that they might be smelling the gunpowder that you just fired.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Fuck.
What are you guys doing?
I do know that I get the feeling that they smell the gunpowder.
You can, yeah, you're pretty sure that that's what happened.
Oh, do I want
Because you can smell the gunpowder.
sacrifice a powder horn?
Well, it's the burnt gunpowder, the smoke
I know.
cloud that you just let off.
I know.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna whisper to Bro that's in the tree above me and be like, message everyone to leave the fog cloud to the west.
Okay. Do I hear him say that?
I'm right under you.
Okay.
I've dealt with these goblinoids before. Did I get a sense they were pretty gullible, DM?
Unsure. Your brief interactions with them made them seem fairly intelligent.
Alright, so I'm gonna start moving slowly, stealthily out.
Okay. Everybody, go ahead and
I'm
make.
gonna-
I'm gonna try
Those
to
of you
move.
who are okay, hang on. Those of you who are going to move, make stealth checks. You do have an advantage because of the fog cloud.
The one close to Gar, can I do my heart's desire?
Sure.
Oh,
So
damn.
you'll check what that is. Channel Divinity.
That's the one that makes them
Fall in love
think
with the
they've
first
got
thing
whatever they
see.
want.
No.
No.
They think they've got whatever they want.
Okay.
He loves
Go
the
ahead.
Think.
Go ahead and what's the spell save DC for it?
A bajillion.
It's your spell save DC.
Oh.
What's the DC?
Where do I find
So
that at?
It'd be if
8
you
plus
click-
proficiency plus charisma.
If you go
Probably
and hit
14 or
spells,
15.
if you hit spells, you'll see it on the top of the page.
Okay. It's 15.
15. Okay. We'll see
You do have
what they
20 in
get.
charisma.
And he gets a nat 17 on the die. Let's see. Well, he might have a negative. Let me double check my stats on him.
They are ugly. Very, very ugly.
You didn't know they had a
God
special
damn.
racial trait called Mother's Baby, where they love it. Oh, man.
You sneaky plate-wearing bastard.
He's not wearing plate.
Oh,
he doesn't
not
wear
plate.
I am not.
You can't
Okay.
rage and plate.
Gotcha.
I have half plate though. Still quiet.
Yeah.
Where are...
It doesn't make any noise for me to just grab Scarlet and just go straight up, does
And
it?
just putter her away.
Not really.
So it's just my imagination that my propeller cap twirls with the little jets. Alright, never mind. So if you'll hang on to me, Scarlet, I'll bring us up into higher branches where they can't see us as easily.
Okay.
So I'll just
Okay. So...
I'll
wait
kitty
till you're
claw
done.
onto
Okay.
him.
I'll
Okay,
wait until
so-
she's done casting her spell, and then I'll rise with her.
It does actually succeed.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
These guys were not particularly intelligent.
What do I see?
Let me double check here. Channel Divinity. If it fails, creature believes. So, you can't really see a whole lot through the fog. But you see for a moment, like, he stops, stands there for a moment, reaches out his arms as if to hug someone, and he bends down. Like, almost, you know, about half his height,
Kid.
and picks up whatever it was he went to hug,
Uh-oh.
and just stands there for a bit.
It's not Gar, is it? Okay, good.
It's like you see he's not holding anything, but
Aw.
what you like the only thing you can see is the shape of him in the fog picking up and holding something. That's all you get.
I think he misses someone. As I'm whispering that into 7Z and flying off.
Okay. So everybody's moving.
Yeah.
We should be moving. And I'm whispering that to her. And I cast message to Gig and said,
Mhm.
we need
Okay.
to get the plan rolling. If they don't move on, we need to stealth away. We need to get to the cave entrance.
Okay.
I can get.
So you all managed to get out of the fog cloud. How long does fog cloud last? Let's take a look.
An hour.
A year.
Wow. Concentration up to an hour. So as long as you hold it.
Yeah.
Does it move
as we
with
start to get out of this tree line,
Okay.
and I feel like as we get out of the tree line, and I feel like we're kind of like I feel like we're good. I'll take it down.
So once you guys get out of the tree line, you let it go, and you can still see it lingers for a moment, and then slowly begins to dissipate. You don't hear any movement from the other side, yet.
Okay, let's get moving.
We need to do the plan now.
Set this up now.
So you guys need to go stealth somewhere.
Okay, I
Stealth rolls again?
If you are planning on stealthing, yes.
am
Where are
going.
you planning to go?
I
I'm
am
planning
going.
on going.
And these guys are actually here, or were they here from last time? Those are
Those are actually there. Those are the sentries.
all right. Then can they see? I'm guessing they can fucking see us like out here in the field, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Does this tree line kind of extend that way? Like this what direction?
Yeah. So this one, it does extend around the mountain. You could have gone south, kind of snuck your way around. We'll say
Like
it
that?
takes about maybe
That way,
15,
then
20 minutes.
That
Okay.
way, sort of, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. Ready? I'm going. I'm back again, like that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So-
So just me and Gig standing there. It should be at the end of the.
Mm-hmm.
I will be your translator, and
Woo!
nice, bro.
Try to get closer to some of the trees.
He's a sneaky high
This is
druid.
so close.
Because the tree line's really thick.
They have dogs that smell.
Okay.
So close.
Right. We're almost done with this ordeal. We can see it through to the end.
Do you have advantage on this stealth too?
They have advantage
No,
on
they-
no.
No, we don't.
You do not have advantage on this stealth because you don't have the fog cloud.
I
Right.
just couldn't tell if Gars was from the bug cloud or not. Oh, lovely. Well, I wasn't planning on stealthing too much anyway, actually. I wanted to watch this.
Well, hopefully, if all goes well, we will need anything of that nature. We can just get this done, and that'll be the end of it.
7, Gig, you notice that the guards have noticed you.
I would hope so.
What are you doing?
Keep
I'm
in
gonna
mind-
enchant one of my cogs.
Okay.
He has. I can sense my familiar within him, and I can always bamf it back to my side if I need to. I will loudly say in Proto-Goblinoid,
Hobo Garbros.
Oh, bro.
Gabro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our champion challenges your king.
They kind of look stunned for a moment. Like, I look at each other.
Bring everyone out.
You,
He'll fight your king.
the brief interaction between them is basically this shit again. And one of them, like, storms off, like, in a complete huff.
He is stronger than us.
It takes about maybe 15-20 minutes as
Customer service here is horrible.
Right? It can't be more
Yeah.
than like 300 feet.
Call corporate.
It's the first rule I'm making in this
Get him
kingdom.
fired.
5 minutes or
Call
less.
corporate. I don't care.
We're almost done. We're almost done with this. We just got power through. We're almost done.
Alright, so I look at 7, I go message the bard, tell him the plan, then message the shaman.
That's precisely what I'm about to do.
Okay. Saying it more out loud for myself.
I'll translate for you if they need to say anything.
God, she's so close. God, they're like organizing a line.
God damn.
Quite a lot of them.
This is.
So
Maybe
Oh,
we should've just
fuck, and that
left
one
him.
moved closer.
it's almost like a parade, a procession of Hobogobros, and they come out in 2 rank and file lines. And as soon as all of them have exited the cave, they split into this formation that you see, followed by the king, who, surprisingly enough, is walking on top of the water, like striding out like he owns the place, because let's face it, he does.
Oh, Jesus.
He just can't leave.
It's like
I will, as pompously as possible, proclaim that the mighty Gig is here to challenge him for the title of king, because he is the most capable and most powerful being in all of these lands. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to message him and give him the most condensed version of the plan possible and say he's going to give you something. It lets you cast a spell that lets you play dead. Once you play dead, we will get you out of here, but you have to play along.
He has to turn into an undead.
You have to take a dive, disguise yourself as a skeleton. That's my message to him.
Okay.
While I'm also blustering about, the power of our great and mighty Gig.
He gives a slow nod in recognition and begins to stride forward.
I pat a hand on Gig's shoulder and go, "It's all you. I've got a quick phone call to make."
Oh, phone call.
That's how. That's wizard slang.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm going to message the shaman, and in Goblinoid as I message him and say, "I think you should lead this tribe." Nod if you can hear me and agree with that sentiment.
So, the goblin on the left that you message.
And I was targeting the one that
was indicated to you.
Yes.
Kind of looks up, looks over at you, and just gives this grin and a slow nod.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to the bard, and while I'm doing, I'm gonna let my gun wind up, but not actually. It's just doing electric to make my arm look like it's magically.
Okay. As you wind up for it, the shaman storms forward, and Seven, you hear, "I will not have this farce. I will be the leader."
Oh, shit.
And he runs up to you, Gig, and kicks at you.
Okay.
Are you going to dodge it, or are you going to let it happen?
Does this overrule?
I'm gonna dodge it and try to swing around him, and then go for the king and do the whole plan really quick, and then I'll look at him and be like, "Challenge me now."
Okay.
So, yeah, let's see how this goes.
Let's see if this kick hits you. Does a... Here's my stats. Does a 17 hit?
Nope, I have a 20 AC.
What, bitch?
Yes.
Tanky tree.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, so you dodge around him and go for the king.
Yeah, I go for the king. I put my hand on his chest, and then grab his hand, give him the cog with the other hand, and then pull back and start doing minor illusion like I'm pulling out something.
Okay. Like, so as you're doing this,
While he's doing that, I'm whispering to the guy. I'm like, wait.
Okay.
Knock down
Tree man.
the artificial one after he kills the king. Then you can be king. I'm like, don't mess with the plan,
Make a persuasion check.
This is going swimmingly right off the fucking rip.
Okay.
Nice.
Nope.
So you see him like swing.
Oh, God.
You see a black ball in his hand forming as he swings around towards Gig, and you see it slow, like he's waiting.
All right.
Gig, you have a moment.
Yeah,
What are you
okay,
doing?
I'm giving him the cog and doing the minor illusion to make it look like I'm pulling out a soul.
Okay.
'Cause robots pull
So-
out souls.
So the
prestige
plan
up
is
in
that
here.
He's gonna use the cog to use his disguise self to make himself look like a skeleton.
Okay, so
Which I prepped him on.
yes, so he makes himself look like a skeleton, and you can see he clenches it in the cog in his fist.
Okay.
So you now have a skeleton with you.
It's
What are you
gonna
doing?
fall. I'm gonna shove it down to the ground and then look at the guy and be like, "You challenge your king."
Okay, so he's going to bring this black ball down upon you.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So he grabs you, and you feel pain. Like you don't normally feel pain. Give me a second here. Four. Okay, so the pain that you feel, it courses through your body like a shock, and he rips you forward and throws you behind him. You feel strange. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh.
Constitution save. That's not with advantage, but it's 12.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Oh God, he's dead.
No,
He's dead.
actually, he's mostly dead. Devin,
Mostly did.
you
Mostly
recognize the
dead.
spell.
What spell do I recognize?
Being dead?
Ain't dead.
Oh! Do I recognize that spell?
You do recognize that spell.
Ain't dead.
I
This
will
gig
give like a
goes
very over-the-top
flying.
reaction.
Gig goes flying back towards you and skids
Sell it.
along the ground.
Sell it!
I can't sell. I'm dead.
Sell it!
I can't sell being dead when I'm dead.
I will just wrap my arms around Gig and say in Goblinoid, "You are the king."
And the shaman turns to you, snorts, and starts walking over and like casually kicks the skeleton standing before it, like shooing it away like a stray cat. Which-
I'm going. Go ahead. Yeah.
It falls into the river and begins floating down.
I'm running down and trying to pull it out.
I'm going to trust that my party will take care of that. As I'm going to sense, all right. I will just start pulling the body of my comrade back away and leave them to their own devices.
Probably
If
look
I
for
can
someone
catch
stronger.
the shaman.
I'm
Say
really
what?
heavy.
I'll
Really
I'll
heavy.
do something later because I'm literally with my 8 strength. I'm trying to like. I'm just trying to basically show that I'm trying to get away, and they'll all go back inside, and then my party members can help me. But if I can catch the shaman's eye before he goes inside, I'll give him a little nod of appreciation.
And he kind of just glances and doesn't show anything, but proceeds back inside. The remaining entourage returns inside with him.
It worked.
That was close.
Rowan, are you helping?
Yeah. I'll turn in. I'll use a wild shape and turn into a fucking bear and try to help pull fucking Gig
As I
back.
see the bear approaching, I'm gonna go. Either I'm about to die, or that's Browen, and either way, I'm gonna be able to get away.
Sweet relief is about to happen.
As the bear runs up, I kind of like watch a butterfly go by, and then come back.
That's
Okay.
Browen.
Yeah, there you go.
So now we can kill the old king, right?
No.
Not quite.
All right.
Uh,
So
I'm just mainly making sure his head's above water since I only have a 12 strength. I'm not sure I'll be able to pull him out.
all right. So you guys pull him out, and he's breathing. You catch a slight like.
Skeleton smile.
It's all like it's an illusion, so you can kind of see through it, but you see a slight wink as you pull him out. So
Oh no, Gig is dead. I hate this is so sad. Bear, so it's
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not having that. I'm gonna go ahead and dispel magic on that.
Alright,
So, Gig,
Chewbacca.
you-
And I'll pat Broen on the head. Alright, Chewbacca.
Do I just wake up? Do I know if I went unconscious, or is it like I don't know how the spell works? Is it like you go into unconscious state?
He's aware, but incapacitated. You can't do anything except. Let me find the spell real
you know,
quick.
I made a mistake though. You wouldn't have done a Constitution save. It has to be a willing creature. But this is
He-
part.
Well, I would. Well, even if that didn't work and I hit down, the frog could have done it in my chest.
True.
That was actually my plan. Was if he got hit hard enough, hurt him. I was just gonna cast it through the frog in his chest and hope that he was willing to.
So it would have happened the
respond.
same way. It would have just been different person.
Basically, I made the mistake. I'm owning up to it.
Nah, you're
Alright,
cool.
So I'll wake up and be like, I can't get up yet. They'll still see us.
Yes.
I'm like, Cog, drag me.
Cog starts hauling you away. There's just rag marks through the dirt.
Oh, this is gonna be
so-
sucky to clean. Just like
For-
talking with my mouth closed.
For the purpose of this, I'm going to go ahead and return you guys to the clearing.
To the where we killed the first Hobo Gobro? Hobo Gobro?
Yes.
Hobo Gubru?
The body isn't here.
It decayed. We were there for too long.
Bubba's.
It respawned.
And I need to bring in.
Man, that escape sequence sure was harrowing. One of us could have died.
Technically, I did die.
Technically.
Only mostly.
So,
Mostly. That's
Gig,
fine.
as you guys get out of line of sight, you hear a slight whining from Cog.
Okay, we gotta go. That's the phone.
And you, he's still dragging you.
Mhm.
But you hear this.
Okay,
And
yep.
it falls backwards.
Yep.
Okay.
We gotta
Alright,
go.
So I will switch
We
with
gotta
Cog.
go.
I'm gonna take the
Okay.
Doohickey Mabobber and attach it back to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a Tinkerish check.
Gar.
If Gar's helping you, I need you to roll normal.
Normally? Okay.
Yes, because you're trying to operate on your own back, and that just don't work.
What if I did the check?
I think
If
we're
you,
okay.
it would still
I
be
think
normal
we're
because
fine.
you wouldn't be able to.
I'm okay. I gave myself a butt piercing. It's fine.
Okay. So you remember how you took it out, so you're able to kind of reverse engineer that, and you're able to reinstall it. You still only have a couple of hours
Yeah.
left, but now you also have Cog laying there.
I need someone. Bro, do you have anything with light?
Am I still a bear?
It's getting dusk. You won't be able to.
I'm hoping he has something with light, because I'm gonna open up the lily pad.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still a bear?
Are you still a bear? Did you decide to still be a bear?
I just don't know how long we've been gone. I had to go put the kids.
It's
like
only
10
been
minutes.
about maybe 20, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Do you need
Which
light?
I'm
I
probably
need
wrong.
Light. Cog powered down from this gem.
All right, I will poof myself out of my wild shaping. But go ahead, Seven.
No, I was just gonna say, if you wanted to stay in wild shape, I can cast light. Do you have dancing lights?
No.
Do you have continual flame?
Produce flame.
Produce flame.
Produce flame.
Can't-
Produce
Can't
flame
the
and light
paladin
are.
just carry him until we
that's
get
good.
back to town?
If they want to try to carry around 500 pounds, sure.
It's only 250 each between the two of them. Put them on Dancer's floating disc.
Okay.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can just have him trail behind us on a flat disc.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, so
I'll
Seven.
spend 10 minutes on the ritual.
Okay, so you form the ritual around Cog, so that as the disc forms, it actually just lifts him up, so that it prevents you from having to load him. And you're able to.
All right. I look at the bard. Nice to meet you. We gotta go. All right. Come on. And gonna start going.
Please! And he's running
Let's go.
right behind you.
We're gonna beeline for the wagon, I assume, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skin of our teeth.
Okay. Tally ho.
To the cart.
To the
That's
cart.
in the town.
The car.
To
Yep.
the cart.
That's in the town, in the wall.
So what kind of formation are you guys doing?
I have
Just
the
like
thing now, Star.
positions.
I'm probably to the back, making sure things don't follow us. Because as long as I'm like dashing and stuff, I can actually stealth and keep up with them.
I will hold my wand with light out in front of us. I can be near the front.
I'll be behind 7.
Okay. Those of you, so go ahead and form up on the map here so I can see where you're at.
Is south the direction we're going?
Yes.
Everyone keeps shifting.
Come on! Pick a starting location.
Well, Cog has to be right behind 7. He's on a disc that follows 7.
Yes.
Right.
I'll be there.
Yeah. You can be by my side. That'll work.
Oh,
What?
You've been replaced.
Okay. So I need Gar and Gig to go ahead and roll perception checks.
sure.
Stealth first, perception.
Double 13s.
Oh, not bad. Fiesta.
So you guys look behind. You don't see anything. But as you look back, the bard is gone.
He was in front of me.
Ah.
You son of a biscuit.
Do you relay that to the rest of us?
The person we just saved ran away.
King is gone.
Perhaps
And-
he's just invisible and beside us.
I'm gonna
I make
slap
sure
in
all my
front of me.
stuff is still with me.
I was going to say, I poke where he was.
Yeah, no, I'm full slapping in front of me.
No, there's nothing. Nothing there.
Nothing's there.
I'm making
Uh-oh.
sure nothing's missing.
Can I see
Right.
anything
Okay.
from?
Can they
His
see the
wave?
sounds of him
Do I
running
see any
away?
footsteps?
Go ahead and
Like-
roll a perception check. And
Okay.
Gar, if you're looking for footprints,
Like press down grass and stuff.
make a survival.
Okay. Hey, garbage.
Okay, so Scarlet, you do see kind of these rustling waves, and Browan, you would actually be able to
Then-
make the same
yeah.
check because you're
Okay.
seeing sounds too.
Just still with advantage or just regular?
Just regular.
You got it. I don't see shit. Continue.
Okay. Unfortunately, Browan, you don't see shit. However, because it's dark, it's kind of hard to tell. But you do see rustling waves of sound coming from this direction.
Which
Where?
I don't know which direction my character sheet was open.
This one, or sorry, not that one. It's I've got turned around. It's this one, heading back towards
Still
I'm
town.
where
not
this one
seeing
is.
it. Yeah.
Oh, am I on the okay? GM info there. This direction.
Okay.
Alright, so he's going the same direction.
He probably just went invisible.
Can I follow
Sure. So you
Mr. Sketch motherfucker?
you follow along. And does everybody else follow too, or are you guys
I'll
gonna?
run with
I'll,
Scar-
I'll
run
follow
with- yeah,
Scarlet. I'm quicker.
the
I'll
two
follow.
Okay.
stealthier ones.
All the group.
Fleetfoot.
I gotta get Cog back
Yeah.
to the wagon.
We'll go
I trust the
Scarlet.
others.
So those of you following the bard, please make a stealth check.
Aw, fuck.
If I see them running off, I kind of want to chase too.
That was horrible. It got stuck on the top of the screen.
You guys suck at this.
I can see him, guys. I can see him.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Stop.
I just picture that as Barrows grabbing them out like that.
Okay. So those who have followed, you are Unfortunately, basically a pack of wild elephants going through the trees at this point.
Mhm.
Gar, as stealthy as you are, unfortunately your party following so close behind has called attention to you. You catch a brief glimpse of blue,
Mm-hmm.
and gone.
Can I make a shot? Can I make a shot?
Not enough time.
Damn. I'll scurry. Oh shit.
Well, that was kind of suspicious.
I'll turn around to them following me, and I'm just like, okay, only Scarlet. The rest of you go back, and I'll have my pepper box out in my hand as I'm telling
Why?
them.
I rolled the worst.
That means you're the best.
I'll run back
Is
to
Seven just running
I'll run back to
along
Cog.
by himself now?
Yeah, basically. You and Cog floating behind.
I'll run back to Cog.
I said I was going with 7. I said I was going with 7.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
My friend.
Trying to remember.
You're good. You're good.
Those who are staying and pursuing, roll perceptions for me. Scarlet, you do have advantage.
That's not a 7. We
Where
are.
else are we listening to Gar?
Seven holding hands with our basket
I was going
floating.
to say that's fine, but Gig left, so you're not covered by that crystal anymore. If you
It's
stay.
300 feet.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Yeah, she's got to
Yeah.
go with Gig.
She's got to go back.
Is she going to go with Gig? Where's Star?
If you're not making me, I'm chasing after this guy.
Oh boy!
I'm.
Oh my god!
Wow!
What are you guys doing?
2 months in a row.
I'm going.
No.
I'm moving with
No,
Scarlet, like
I'm
I
not.
said.
I can't.
Scarlet, Gar, who's
No, I,
I'm
Okay.
going.
I can't.
Yep.
We're going back. I'm dragging
okay?
Star back with me.
Fine.
Star, we
Can't.
have
Can't.
we must away.
So,
Yeah, I
Scarlet and
can't.
Gar, you run up to where you last saw him, and you kind of hear off in the distance to your right, shuffling in the bushes. It looks to be going back towards the north and to the west.
How close does the shuffling sound?
Maybe 50 feet.
I whip out my bad news and I aim low towards the rustling. Just
Okay. Make a shot at disadvantage.
It's
Okay.
our friend.
I don't give a shit. He's running.
Is he though now?
Advantage. Oh,
He
that's
was
pepper
gonna-
box. My
he
bad.
was.
Just those rolls, but damage is bad news. So I guess I missed.
And you misfired.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh boy!
Oh. So it's not
So-
bang so much as
Okay, so 19.
So you go to fire and nothing. Just a little bit of smoke.
Oh, sweet. I'll put it away and I'll follow
Okay.
because I missed my chance to take off his kneecap.
You think.
Is there anything weird? Like when we're there? Besides, he's just running away.
It seems that way.
Why are you doing this?
You pursue, and you manage to keep pace. Go ahead and roll stealth checks again.
Ah, fuck.
I didn't mean advantage. I
Oh,
didn't mean
my bad.
advantage.
Sorry.
It's 28.
Yay.
Not bad. Let's see. Okay. So you managed to, Gar. You managed to slip through unnoticed, and Scarlet, trailing behind Gar, you're able to pick out where he steps to prevent yourself from making too much noise. You follow for maybe a quarter of a mile.
Wow!
Yeah,
You come to a clearing. You see him on the far side at the base of a tree, frantically digging at its roots.
ooh.
I'm gonna sneak up behind him if I can. How wide's the clearing?
Maybe about 25 feet across.
I'm gonna take an action to try to repair bad news.
Okay.
Is it dexterity, wisdom, intellect? What What for Tinkerer's
It's
tools?
going to be dexterity, but I need you to also make the sleight of hand.
That's small of a clearing, huh? Okay. So that's the Tinkerer's tools. And
Okay,
then the
repaired.
Sleight of hand.
Nice.
Easily done. You do it
Solid.
quickly, efficiently, quiet.
I'm gonna sneak up. In is it tall grass?
It looks to be about maybe chest height to you.
Everything's tall for him.
I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
Scarlet and I'm going to whisper. Do you want me to go ahead and deal with him?
Yes. And I'm just gonna hunker down.
I'm gonna
What?
try to.
Scarlet's out here ordering executions.
I'm gonna stealth up as close as possible.
Wait, don't kill him! Don't kill him!
Roll a,
Don't kill him!
roll a stealth, and
Okay. Anything.
You think deal with
And-
me, Scarlet?
And
I was gonna say, Scarlet, I need you to roll a stealth too. After you try to like stop Gar from executing this bard, you just say.
I misread. I thought he was like, "You want me to go first?" I'm like, "Yeah, go for it."
I like how our group has turned from let's plot and plan to save this unknown nephew. Melody three.
Okay.
Let's fucking kill him.
do I hear the clank?
Let's fucking kill him. Fuck this
So-
guy. Kill his shit.
Gar, as you get about halfway across the clearing, and Scarlet's kind of like, wait, and steps on a branch, and that step, you see the bard turn around towards you.
As the branch,
Okay, I'm gonna
I
pose
sigh.
as a tree.
Oh, okay. I was going.
I can't with you people.
Does he definitely see her?
Sees both of you.
As the branch snaps, I sigh and I level bad news at his kneecap.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh
You got a heal on you?
no! I have
Like
something.
on hands.
I hope you do.
Flat hands.
Yeah, I do.
Did I hit him?
You hit. Well, actually, hang on.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. You hit.
24 onto his kneecap. And then 10.
Why
Is
you don't
it
attack?
no sneak attack?
Why is it sneak attack?
I
Yeah.
need to make sure. Okay, no sneak attack.
He's
I
going
just
before
wanted
him.
Because well,
his
no,
kneecap needs to be gone.
he's not an assassin. He doesn't get sneak attack because he went before.
Oh, that's right. No sneak attack. I was thinking next to people. I thought I was
Kneecap's
still.
pretty
Yeah,
fucked up.
my bad. No sneak attack. Just 24. Just ah.
That's not an ah.
Okay.
It's
So
definitely
depends on
not
how
just
you
the axe.
you shoot him and you shoot him in the leg, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I'm a tree.
Seven can't be here to stop this rampant lunacy.
He is going to. Where is it?
For a free action. Sorry, I thought you were going to run.
Oh, sorry.
I shot you in the fucking kneecap.
If you'd like to limp to our wagon, we'll patch you up for free.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Let's see here.
Just be glad you didn't crit. You would have actually blown his leg off.
True.
Lord.
Oh, he might be beefy.
Not anymore.
Depends on
call-
how.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, sleep.
Oh, that
What
makes
is-
a lot of sense.
Let's see here. That was at
What makes a lot of sense? He died?
no
No, rolling 5d8 means one.
one spell and one spell only. It's sleep, but it's not enough to knock Gar out.
Gar's a
Right.
beefy boy.
Bad spell for.
A full health
Uh,
person.
I mean, it's great when it's maximized, and not so good when I use it and I roll low all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can
That's
never put
exactly
my
what happened.
PCs to sleep.
But so Gar, you feel slightly drowsy, and he notices that it didn't take, and he's like, "Shit!" And he whips around the tree and takes off.
I'm surprised he can move.
I'm a tree. Okay.
Oh,
Are
is he
we?
kicking out?
Are we going after him? I suppose.
Ah, Scarlet.
Is he slower?
No, probably not. Scarlet, is there
I
any
feel like he
towns
should.
nearby other than the other town?
towns nearby?
Other than the one that we came from.
Is there any other towns
You don't
nearby?
remember seeing any.
Yeah,
We'll just go back and wait for him. He's got to go somewhere to get patched up anyways.
Why is he running away from us?
Because he was taking something from under that tree.
Did he already take it?
Probably.
What are you doing?
I guess I'll go look what he was messing with under the
Yeah.
tree. And
So-
I'll reload my gun.
In the roots of the tree,
Mhm.
you find a wooden box that has been opened. It appears that half of its contents have been taken. The other half remaining is 2 small pouches. What are you doing?
Well, there's only one option. I take the pouches and we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, let's head back.
I need you to roll a dex save.
Ooh.
Actually, sorry. It might not be a dex save. I need to remember what.
Did I see him take these 2 pouches?
You on? Where were you standing?
I thought I was further back.
Yeah, you would be like what, 25 feet across the clearing?
I was a tree, so probably.
Okay.
Yep.
So you see Gar like sneak up to the tree and grab something out of it, and
What's he got there?
immediately you see a bright flash of light. Gar, I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
Flash.
Ooh, hello. Unfortunately, Uncanny Dodge specifically says attacker. So,
Do you have advantage on? No, that's barbarians.
no, I don't have
Evasion is what you're gonna want
Yeah,
eventually.
Yeah, I need one more level.
Oh.
Okay, you take 24 points of fire damage
Ooh.
as you pull up the pouches, and you see for a brief moment a rune that looks remarkably like a smiley face with its tongue sticking out, going
Oh my god.
as it explodes in your
amazing.
face.
Emoji bomb. Nice.
It's more polite than what I use for explosive glyphs. It just says, I prepared
Garth.
explosive runes today.
Gar's going to turn to Scarlet with like black soot all over his face. He's gonna wipe it off, and that's gonna be my second wind.
Okay. Go ahead and
Because
roll it.
that's too good to pass up. Give me a minute. I gotta roll the second wind.
It's funny.
And then let's go back. Are the pouches destroyed?
No, you managed to pull the pouches clear. I do have to laugh, and it's a little bit funny. He did the exact same amount of damage to you as you did to him.
Karma.
Ding dong, it's karma. It's for you.
Now I wonder who has the most health pool. It's probably him.
It's a good question to wonder. Maybe you'll find out later.
Maybe.
So you
let's
have
head back
got
to
your
town.
pouches.
Yeah, I'll just put him away. I'm not curious right now.
Okay.
I've had a bad day. Okay,
I'm
sorry.
gonna smudge his face away with my hand and be like, "You're pretty dirty," and laugh because I saw all that happen.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Browan is a panther and I'm riding him apparently. Or what's
Okay.
going on with that, Browan?
High-speed panther chase.
Yeah, that's just if you want to, man. Because we got Gig and tow here.
Do DM,
yeah.
do we have enough time? I'm calculating, like on foot, at this pace. We're continuing. Do we have enough time to get Gig and Cog to the wagon, or will we need to? Because what's his face? The floating disc with Cog on it will follow me ASAP. And if I'm on top of him, if I'm on top of Browan,
So-
then we can move quicker.
Yes. You should be able to get back to town before the floating disc dissipates, because I think you only have an hour on that.
That I have an hour on.
Okay, so you should be able to get back to town. The rest of the party will probably show up maybe 20 minutes later.
Okay, my big concern is, and I know that Barros and Star are probably tagging behind us within the radius, so that my
Fairly
biggest concern
close, yeah.
is keeping that jammer active so that we don't have Crooked Eye swarming us.
As far as you know, Gig is near Star, and Gig has he has about till 2 in the morning. It is now, the duel, everything. You're probably actually running in almost darkness right now. It's about 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Goggles are down.
I've got my
Light is
goggle,
on.
my glasses function as goggles of night, but I've also got light at the tip of my wand, and
Okay.
I'm out in front making sure people don't trip over stuff, and we're running.
This is where I get deadly if it's pitch black.
We did hear one gunshot coming from that direction, but since
You
there
did.
were no follow-ups, I'm pretty sure that it was just some sort of shenanigan like earlier, where there was either a distraction or a misfire or something. So I'm not terrifically concerned. I can always look for them in a second, but I need to make sure that Evening Star continues to go undetected. Because they knew where we were going as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you send them a message that far or not?
Only 120 feet. If they're 120 feet behind us, then I'll cast out a message 120 feet behind us and go, follow us back to camp as soon as possible. Let me know if you're okay. You can reply to this message.
No, I don't want to.
Turn it around. Let's set it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, unfortunately.
For the sake of brevity, we're going to go ahead and just put you guys all back at town.
All right, we made it. Holy shit.
Do we get
What
to town
an
and see a
ordeal.
horse like leap out of the forest?
That bastard tried to put, as I get back, that bastard tried to put me to sleep, so I shot off his kneecap. Or that bastard
I'd
tried
like to
spell
incite
on
the
me.
hell out of that.
You shot at him? Why'd you shoot him?
I
Go ahead and
kinda wanted
insight.
to say that too.
Insight? Yeah. Go ahead.
Only if the DM says it's okay. DM.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it!
Can we insight? Okay.
Do you need an insight? He said he shot someone. Just always assume he is.
I'm lying.
I mean, I assume he's right about.
Shooting, it's the order of events.
I shot him.
Shoot him.
That's not the
That
reason.
much,
You,
that
you,
much
so,
I believe.
you get the sense that he shot at him, just not quite sure who shot first.
JFK shot.
Okay. And where is the bard now? Did you leave him in a ditch?
No, he ran away.
Okay. Did we... Well... Yeah, we're gonna call that a wash, and the only victory here is that this town is not going to be overrun by...
Well, the only place he can go to get patched up is probably this town.
Or he
if
can
he
heal
comes
himself.
here, we should more than likely assume a apologetic stance.
Are we still going to be here?
Oh, we should probably give this back to him, and I pull out one pouch and I put it on the table.
There was a red pouch and a green pouch. Which pouch do you bring out?
Which one sounds more jingly and which one is heavier?
The red pouch is jingly. The other one is silent.
Silent? I'll pull out the one that's jingly and I'll put it on the table.
Okay.
We may be able to get in good graces of a bard, have him run interference for us if we're in need of such things.
I think at this point we just need to keep moving. When we get there, though, I take off the thing and I hand it to Rodney. Thank you so much. I can't use this anymore. And then go lie down.
You feel exhausted. Like, you've heard people talk about exhaustion. This has got to be what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm going to just lie down and just go on my side and start working a cog, but not standing up and doing it.
Okay.
Just lie down working.
So
I should
you
notify
yes,
the.
Rowan, you see the jingling. You see each little tiny like clink ping
Awesome.
off of the.
That's so cool. I'm so happy.
Just think that's phase 1.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
So
Oh, man.
you have a jingly bag on the counter, or in front of you. What are you guys doing?
We should see what's inside it. Clearly.
Okay.
Should
So
we
you
go-
open it up.
Let's
Should we
turn
go-
upside down.
open it? Oh, okay, never mind. Never
Gig
mind.
from lying down. Make sure you check it for traps.
So you turn it upside down, and out pours several gold pieces.
Death.
By several, I mean about, I want to say 250 gold.
Several to 250. Yes. Well, that kind of several.
That's
There we go.
it's
That's
250
something.
gold.
Nice.
250 gold. There is a large ruby.
Oh.
7, you get the sense that it probably was worth about 50 gold on its own.
Interesting.
So 500 gold?
And, well, it would be 50 gold if it was used for magical purposes, 500
Okay.
gold or 50 gold if sold.
Do I know what sort of spells require a ruby worth at least 50 gold?
I don't know, do you? Are any of your spells?
Robert doesn't, but I'm sure one of my spells actually. You wouldn't put it in there if it wasn't.
Or I might have just given you a gem that you could sell.
Oh no, you wouldn't. You're smarter than that. I'm not, but 7 is. Let me check my spell book. Well, in the meantime, who wants to break the good news to the villagers?
In
We're
the
set.
middle of the night.
Let's just
Well,
take a nap.
we can.
Just napping. Napping sounds
do
good.
that in the morning. But now we've made possibly an enemy of the bard. We should set up watch, make sure he doesn't come back and, I don't know, fireball our camp or something.
What's the worst he's gonna do? Send hobo gabbers after the town?
I like tired gig.
I would like to point out that shaman didn't like him.
I'm very, very tired. I can take any watch, first, second, third.
I'm gonna need at least 6 hours. Okay, good night.
I'll take the first one because I got more didgeridoo to play.
Gig, Gig, you did extremely well today.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed now.
That plan works pretty
Aw.
good,
I
man.
don't want to go to school.
Rest easy.
I go over and I pat Gig on the head a little bit while he falls asleep.
Someone's knocking.
It's not knocking, it's soft, it's a paw.
Did you say you wanted first watch, Bruin?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, who will stay up with Bruin?
Oh
I'm
dear.
assuming I got like
We have a
halfway
vault.
done with Cog.
I will.
Holy
You,
fuck!
like-
Everybody all jump at once. Jesus, what?
I'll stay up with Rowan.
There we go.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Star. Thank you, appreciate it.
Star was
Dog
like
did
going
it
me,
too.
me, me, but you can't hear her.
Well, we see her
Yeah,
raising
she's
her hand
immediately-
and stuff.
Are we staying at an inn or are we
Right
traveling?
by Rodney.
Camp.
Right by
We're
Rodney?
at the wagon with Rodney.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Gig, you're like working on Cog, and like you'll nod off for a moment. You wake up as you start working on it again. You nod off for a moment. This goes on for about maybe half an hour before you
Blue
just
goes with the pink.
go.
Purple goes on the white.
I can take second watch. Scarlet, would you accompany me?
Scarlet is shy. Oh my goodness.
And third watch. Who will take third watch?
Is third watch 6 hours or is the end of
Yeah,
third watch?
third
6
watch
hours?
would be after. Third watch
6
would be
hours.
after 6 hours.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do third watch. I'll pop up at 6 hours. Be like, I'm awake. What happened? Where are we? Okay.
Where am I?
Right.
Who started working
Alright.
at COG?
Everyone not on watch. Get some sleep.
Uh-huh.
You all did wonderfully today.
Yeah, no one died, guys. High fives all around.
I did die.
Today, no one
But we
died.
kind of
I'm
died,
just
but like
thinking,
really good.
I
It
did
was really
nothing
cool.
today.
No one. Well,
Needed to die.
you didn't die.
I did.
That's how you win. You don't die.
I'm gonna open up my chest. The frog's here. It's probably all bounced around.
Oh, poor Dewey.
Dewey's made of sterner stuff.
Was he like a tree frog?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's a very here come dat boy looking frog.
He was just
He's
stuck to
like,
the
you know, got
glass.
the legs and-
Yeah.
Bull frog.
Like, so, when Gig mentions Dewey, you see him, like, at the front of the chest, sticking there like, shit!
I'm gonna snap and he'll appear on my hand as well, and I'll go. And I will return you to your preferred form.
He
in the
looks
morning.
very cross with you.
I bet.
Of course.
As cross as a frog can look.
If anybody's a programmer, Dewey is the equivalent of my rubber duck. I
I saw that
repeat my
post and was
magic
like,
formula
I want-
back to him and like run it by him.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll poof him back to his home plane for the night, and then I'll do the ritual in the morning. And I'm going to get 2 hours of sleep.
I'll lay next to him.
Oh, God!
Just do my back to him.
Yep, I will reach over,
Keep it chest.
Yes.
give her 3 little pats on the shoulder, and then pass out.
Okay.
Matt,
Scarlet Social.
while
Yes.
on watch, I'm gonna sneak away for about 5-6 minutes, and I'm going to
This fucker.
take my empty powder horn, and I'm going to, if the bag will fit, I'm gonna stick it into the powder horn, and I'm gonna hide it on the caravan.
Okay. So, it doesn't fit. You try to jam it in, it just doesn't work.
Can I find something that'll fit into?
You might be able to. Do you know? Let's see. The bag itself is maybe like fully compressed. It's about the size of maybe a.
I can
like-
definitely feel stuff in it.
No, actually.
No?
You grab it and it's soft.
I'm actually going to turn around and I'm going to head back to Bro when I figure this out, and I'm just like, Bro.
Yeah.
I took this empty bag here earlier. Don't tell anybody.
And I'm sitting right there.
Everybody went to sleep. It's just me and him on watch.
No,
Firstly-
No, Star was
I
staying.
was here too.
Yeah.
Oh, in
yeah.
that case, I don't go back
Okay.
because I didn't know she was there, and I go into the caravan, I guess, and I try to open it.
Okay.
I'll check
So
it
you
for
open the
traps
bag?
first because I don't want to get
Okay.
fireballed.
There's no traps. You open it though, and you just see black.
I'll take a
It's a pouch of holding.
I'll take a I'll take one of my round bullets from my pepper box and I'll drop it in.
Okay.
Do I feel it in the bag?
You drop it in, and like you're holding the bag like palm of your hand. You drop it in, and you don't feel anything.
Nothing happened?
Bag of devouring.
I'm gonna close it up and I'm gonna... Where would Gar hide this?
In his anus.
No, it's too big for a powder
I
horn.
was thinking it, but I wasn't saying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a spot on the caravan to hide it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay. I wish I was good at these. I'm out.
You hide it under your pillow.
Yes!
Yeah.
I don't have a pillow. I sleep under the caravan.
Wait, am I his pillow?
Well, let's see. Well, where do you sleep when the caravans move?
Oh, when the caravan's moving, I normally just chill up top.
Okay.
Yeah, Star's
So-
definitely gonna find it at that point.
Oh, Lord.
Trying to think where Gar would think it's hidden. So,
In gig.
so it's
In gig.
okay. So you go underneath the carriage, and there's like this little tiny corner tucked away.
Oh, no.
I think you've got it hidden up there. Maybe,
It's gonna fall right out.
but it's
I'll walk back to the fire and I'll just glance back.
okay. Make a perception check.
I'm worse at these. No, I'm about the same.
Okay, you can see it.
I'll go back. And I'll just keep it on my person.
Okay.
I'll hide it like in my leathers though, like underneath.
Okay. It compresses flat, so you're able to do so.
Mhm.
You don't feel the bullet in there.
And I'll just assume my watch with them.
Okay.
Alright, I want to talk to Bro while he's trying to figure this out.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So I summon 8 giant fucking owls and I send them off into the fucking night. And as I'm about to turn into a panther, Star stops me. Huh? What? What's up?
you said we're best friends.
That is correct.
I've got some questions.
Go ahead.
First of all, do you promise not to withhold any information or deceive me in any way, etc.?
That's what friends do, so you should already know that answer.
Can you say I promise?
So describe the first part again. Deceiving.
Not lie?
Yeah, not lie.
Exaggerate?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I promise. Yeah,
Not
that's fine. Yeah.
deceiving? Okay.
Got it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Why won't Pharaohs let me try New Year's? Obviously, it made weird stuff happen, and you were like seeing sound, but like I saw the syrup, and that looked totally harmless.
Am I still seeing sounds, or can I still see all the words coming out of her mouth?
You do. It lasts for
8 hours.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Okay. I'm like watching the words come out. Like, focus, bro. Okay, so here's the deal. Is Barrows close to us while we're talking? I know he's sleeping, but is he close or?
I believe he's inside the wagon where you guys have all the beds built.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where
So
we're
we
sleeping.
can have a not shouting or whispering conversation, just a regular one, for the most part, that we can tell.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Star is writing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of the things that I do, bestie, okay, they, how do I explain this? Where I'm from, not a big deal. Where I'm from, like, we are one with nature. We see something like a mushroom or a piece of bark or a leaf, or like, how can this help benefit mankind, or have me, go to another dimension in my mind for the next hour or so. Like, just different stuff. Some are like healing properties, some are nutritional value, some are just to escape for a while. Do you remember how Scarlet she was gone for a little bit? Remember that?
No, I remember waking up and she comes in talking about Seven kissing her.
Right. Okay. So she was tripping balls. Have you ever heard? You don't remember? Shit. just having a hard time remembering that you don't remember things. Okay. So basically, where I come from, Star, this is not frowned upon. Now, some places, I'm not going to mention where like Barrows is from or anything specifically, like him, Barrows specifically, but in other places, sometimes these things are frowned upon. And he has taken you under his wing, because he likes ravens and stuff. He's taken you under his wing to protect you. And I'm not going to maybe necessarily delve more about things he's already told you or not told you. in terms of why, but he just wants to make sure that no harm comes to you. And for people who don't understand what I do, I mean, I could see it as being a little not necessarily something that you want to get mixed up in if it's not something you deem as a positive. Does that make sense? It's like,
I think so.
let me explain it this way. Here's a cupcake. Some people are like, "Ooh, cupcakes are awesome," and then some people are like, cupcakes are like full of sugar and they're bad for you, and they put make you have a fat ass." So people just go, and so people who have people that they look after and protect, they take those same aesthetics kind of thing, or the same kind of thought process. So he just doesn't want you to have any cupcakes. That's all. But just my cupcake. You can have actual cupcakes. Just not mine.
But he had the syrup too.
Well, see, we had a little altercation before, and for good reason. Once we talked it out, and we've had our conversations, and I've agreed not to mess with you anymore. Now, this is before you can't remember anything, so technically you remember, but you also weren't there when we did it, so you don't remember that anyway. But I kind of told him that I wouldn't mess with you anymore, and mess with you in terms of like the hallucinogenic side of things. So I'll always be there to heal you, and I'll always be there for the group to heal them too. But like with the Wooka thing today, I know you really wanted to try it, but you're not going to be able to. So I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you.
So I've only tried your stuff once then.
Right. So Barrows tried the syrup because I think I caught him at like that one moment in his clock of like Barrows, like that one little part where he was like syrup, and he just gave it a shot, right? And I think he had an okay time. I don't know. He'll never tell me, but yes, you did that one time, and that's what led to the altercation and stuff. It was really good chicken, mind you, but you're going to have, like, the kids' chicken from now on, not the big kid chicken. Does that make sense?
I
Hey,
am
guys.
not a
Attendees.
kid.
Hey guys, I'm going to bed. You guys get
Well,
this.
yeah, technically I had the chicken twice, and then we met at the gate.
Bye, Max.
And-
Oh, no, that was Gar getting bed.
Oh.
I'm going to bed. You guys got this watch. I'm
Yeah.
pissed.
Hi, Max. We'll miss you.
He curls up with a gig. Continue.
I shouldn't be treated like a kid, though.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't really know, like, your culture per se, but
I don't either.
for a kid, I don't know how else to really tell you that.
I know my age, but I need to be treated equally. Otherwise, I am just along for the ride.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Loving this bestie conversation, and I am all for where I think you want to take this to, with like trying new things, and I promised you like sunsets and moonrises and all kinds of cool stuff. You don't fucking remember, can't do it. Oh, but it's okay. So this is a great combo, and I am loving where it's heading. I think we need to put a pin in this one, and you just might need to have a heart-to-heart with Papa Raven there. That's
Papa Raven.
I made a promise, and I said that I wouldn't. That was a promise, regardless you remembered or not. So, where I come from, promises are important.
I'm not just talking about that stuff. I'm talking about in general. I feel like everyone treats me like I'm a kid that can't do anything.
Well, the altercation was a very public one, like in front of everyone. So I kind of got set the example of, so that like no one does anything like that.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, it's just something I've seen people do when they're like trying to make light of a situation that's like kind of serious. Serious. Thank you, Nick. So, and I know it's not just for trying wookas and eating chicken and syrups. It's life stuff, and I understand. I am all for life stuff. to be quite honest, the last couple weeks and months with you guys has been really kind of great. I have some things that I need to kind of do because there's some things going on back in my village and other villages, but it's been a fun ride, and we've done a lot of good things, and I'm liking where we're at. But when it comes to you being able to do stuff, I'm just gonna mosey on away.
That's not what I was meaning. I was meaning like participate in as part of the group.
You were part of the group, and I think we're just trying to wait for you to really. We're really kind of hoping as a like something's just gonna snap, and once everything comes back, I think everything will go back to normal. Right now, I know it kind of sucks, and I would love to try some stuff, to help you, but that's probably not gonna happen. So
Try it again, but less creepy this time.
Yes.
just let me do it.
What is this?
What happened?
I have to try some stuff with you.
All I can say, Star, is unfortunately right now, you're a part of the group until you get your memories back. It's kind of like we just have to wait it out.
Even what Gig showed me, it didn't look like I was equal.
Everyone's equal in this group. Right now, you just have a little pin. You have a little pause. You ever heard of a pause? You're just kind of
Pause?
yeah, pause. Yeah, well, like that. Yeah, sure. Good word.
Wah, wah.
Just a mini timeout. You ever heard of that one? Just a little mini. You are still on the team. Just on the bench right now when it comes to that. I'm not trying to be mean.
I'm gonna put my hat down and
Don't be mad at me. I want to help you, but I can't. I can't.
You only think that the stuff you smoke would help me?
Well, I have a pretty good. At least I know like a love connection thing I can work on. I'm pretty good at that. Like, I got people to open up, or at least one person. I'm my hands in a lot of different cookie jars, but I feel like I could really help some people out. And once I really figure out what I can do with some of this stuff, and have some time to work with it, I could do a lot of good things. But I would love to help. That's all I can really say.
Okay. And I'll
You see a lot of whenever it comes to serious stuff, bro gets very like nervous. Like I don't like this conversation, but I'm sticking with it because we're friends.
Okay. I'll just be
Right,
like,
Neil.
okay, and then I'll go up and keep watch on top of the.
Okay, bye. Good. Bestie talk. Cool. All right, bye. Owls are floating over fucking head and shit. One owl laughed at me. It's hysterical.
Alright. Second watch passes uneventful. You guys are close enough to the town that it seems like not a whole lot is.
I'm just gonna write in my journal a little bit.
Do you see Star's entry?
I do. I do notice that.
Has Seven gotten into the habit of reading it, like glancing over his previous entries now?
Now,
Do you only look at the previous section, or do you glance through everything?
well, as soon as I realized what had happened with Scarlet, the previous 2 days where we were on the road, I skimmed it and
So
had a
you're
little bit of a
Gig's
chuckle.
Complete repeat of what you said.
Oh yes, that was funny. However, I'm not in the habit of checking it, every day. But I do notice, just because I know that I did give it to Evening Star for her to write on, at least, that she may have written in it, and this time it happens that she did. That's okay.
Yeah, she wrote more than an entry, by the way. She wrote notes previously, too.
Interesting. All right, I'll have to go. Oh, then I have not actually read those. So 7 has not read them, but 7 will. Actually, you know what? 7 might not. Let me roll. Let me roll for it. Roll 1d20. If it's evens, he did. If it's odds, he did not. And I did not. So I did not see those yet. So I just saw the one entry, and I will just scribble down my notes for what happened today and the previous day, and just do my best to stay awake and say, Scarlet, I need you to say something distracting to keep me awake. Second watch is often the hardest, and I need something.
Ah, fuck.
I do want to say, you were quite good today. You could have had things go incredibly poorly.
I almost saw
Thanks for that.
the bard died. It was kind of crazy. That was a tree.
What happened? Did you see what happened with the bard after we left?
Yeah, he ditched.
He ditched
He was
us.
like, bye. Yeah.
What happened with the things that the gold that Gar found? Did he shoot the bard and take it off of him? I fear for the worst.
It was by a tree. But the bard was digging at this box, and it had stuff in it. I don't know what was in it, other than what Gar showed us. But and then it was kaboom!
I see. The bard was after buried. Well, I don't know about buried, but he was after some sort of treasure in the first place, according to.
Yeah.
Said he came through 3 months ago talking about some sort of treasure. He may have found it, and now I believe we have a piece of it. What do you think we should do with it if he comes back asking for it?
I don't know. I don't like him.
You don't like the bard?
No. He's weird.
I haven't gotten a chance to know him, but he's resourceful.
I mean, he was just like running away from us. He can hear me. He could hear me. I'm not the stealthiest, you know.
I know. Trust me, I know. Well, perhaps he has his own reasons. None of us are truly 100% just or unjust. He's just trying to survive just like we are.
And then to keep him awake, I'm gonna ask him about magic. Let him ramble.
You want to know about magic.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let's begin.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And I will, while I'm looking at darkness, almost undoubtedly talk you to sleep ASMR style about just the way that we draw magic from the weave, and how, once you're able to do magic, then that leads to that theorem, that formula, and I'm fairly certain it's going to put Scarlet out like a 2-watt light bulb.
I'm gonna fall asleep onto his lap.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you want to try to resist it, I'll let you make it.
Nope, because that is on point.
I'll let her get her sleep, and even as I know she's asleep, I'll just continue talking out into the darkness.
Okay.
Aww.
You get to a point where you reach that sort of zen, where you're not like asleep, but you're keeping yourself awake in that stream of consciousness.
Yeah, I'm just saying what comes to mind, and I've got basically the table of contents of magic open. Today was the first day I touched True Arcanum. No, not the first day, but the first day that I managed to get it to do something semi-intentional. I saw everyone in the city, but that was almost accidental. It was like a breakthrough, like plunging your hand into cold water for the first time. But today it was like trying to grab a fish in cold water, and the cold water wasn't the objective. It was just she's asleep. You know what I mean, even if you don't. And I'll play out the rest of my shift. Anything happen in those 2 hours?
No. Again, being this close to the town, it's been fairly quiet.
All right. And I had alarmed the far side of the wagon, the one that faces away from the town.
Okay.
All right. Who was third? It was Gig.
I'm awake. What happened? Okay. What time is it? I'm gonna go to Bro and look at his wrist. Oh, okay.
Carrying the extremely light Scarlet back to her little bed thing. Going.
What did I miss?
Watch.
Okay.
Uneventful so far.
Okay. Did we do an alarm? Did I do that? I don't remember.
I alarmed the far side.
Okay. Got it. Get some rest. And then I'm gonna start working on Cog.
I will pass out.
And also identify the thing that Gar gave me.
Okay. So you take the time to do the ritual. It very similar to the bag of holding that you know how to make. It's just on a smaller scale.
Okay, then I will turn it inside out.
Okay. So you flip it inside out, and from it you see the bullet that Gar dropped in there, and a large green gem.
Okay, when it hits the ground, I'm gonna hold it and then look around, make sure I didn't make noise.
Okay. So the green gem looks like a heart. Not like heart-shaped, like an anatomical heart.
I will identify it.
You use so you.
I have rituals, so I can just.
I understand. I know you're. I know you're not burning. Take the time to identify this heart, and you're expecting some sort of magic item information, like what does it do? How do do I have to attune to it? No, all you get is a name. Do you speak Draconic?
Do I speak Draconic? I think I do.
No, I don't.
If you know Draconic, you would also know that Gar swears in Draconic all the
I
time.
do know Draconic.
It gets on Seven's nerves. He understands every word of it.
Gnomish, Dwarf, Elvish, and Draconic. And Goblin Chest Fist Bump of Approval.
Okay.
Right.
The name that you receive translates to Swamp Heart.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay.
It's better than swamp other parts.
Swamp Hat.
I feel like you died from this one.
There are other names that it could take, but it's roughly Swamp Heart. Like there's Fen Heart, Bog Heart. It's kind of because of the Draconic language, it could have multiple translations.
Okay. Okay, so it's just a name, and is it beating like a heart, or it just looks like a heart?
Just looks like a heart.
Okay, I'm gonna put that back in the bag,
Okay.
and I'll put that in my bag.
Okay. So you put
The heart
you
in
put
my bag
it.
of holding. Yeah,
Okay.
Ooh.
and then I'll put the bullet, and after I make Cog wake up, put the rest of the bullets he makes into this little bag.
Okay.
Hmm.
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 Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Is that so? That's all you're doing for your.
I'm watching. But
It's about time somebody does this to me. I'm tired of stealing all the loot.
it. I'm just looking at
You
it.
didn't
longer.
know.
You did technically only ask for the bag back.
I'm okay with it.
So
It's a means to steal shit. Continue.
go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. I have advantage.
It's amazing in a group this size that we only have one kleptomaniac.
Mm.
Well, I mean,
He's
you
enough
guys
of a
have been
klepto
rather
for us
respectable. You guys have been rather respectful about my rules about, player versus player kind of thing. If I thought that Nick doing that, stealing it was malicious, I might say something, but I have a feeling it's just gig like, I need to know more about this.
Yeah,
before I
I need to study this before I give it back to someone that's been shooting people.
Don't give the chimpanzee a handgun.
Yeah,
If
fair.
it's safe,
Too late.
if it's safe
I have
and it's
that
not
many.
going to kill anyone, I will give it back to him.
He kinda already has a handgun and a rifle, but,
And next
not
is a
dynamite,
minigun.
maybe?
Minigun is the next project.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh God!
Blessings, my
It
child.
sounded like it hurt.
It did. You saw his face?
You alright?
Yeah, good. Whew.
His brain
He's
came out a
dying.
little bit.
So,
Continue.
gig.
Mhm.
As you near the end of the watch, you see some of the farmers have collected outside of the town, repairing. They're like early morning, getting a start on the day.
Okay.
They're repairing the town, the damage that has been done. To the north, you hear a familiar call of the Hobogobros. Now
Are they
you
close?
hear them. They don't seem to be getting closer. They seem to be ranging to the west.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like they're coming towards the town.
Was the west
You-
where we got the bag? Was the west where the treasure was?
It was just to the northwest of where you were.
Okay.
But you get the sense that this is their hunting call.
Okay.
It seems that whatever the shaman has done in his new reign has returned things to normal.
Remind me to learn Goblin from 7. Apparently more useful than I thought it was.
Everybody discounts Goblin because it's like, oh, a bunch of little low level monsters. There's nothing worth knowing Goblin for at high level. But no, there might be even bigger Goblin problems later on.
Yeah, Hobo Gobros riding Hobo Gobros.
Yep, that's when you know shit's real. Shumlama ding dong.
Alright.
Okay.
If I see it's safe and it's time for everyone to start getting awake, I'm gonna start cooking my stew in my oven and go help the
Okay.
people start building their city back up again.
Okay. Let's see. You've got carpentry tools, yes?
I have leatherworking, weaving, cooking, tinkering, smith, and thieves. And then Cog has blacksmith.
Okay. So go ahead and have so you're mostly just assisting with structural stuff. You're not able to lift a whole lot.
Yeah.
However, you're able to get Cog to start doing blacksmithing some
Yeah, he
joists
holds it up, I
together.
bolt everything together. He makes me the bolts.
Yeah, you guys between the two of you, you're able to assist in the construction. Most of the people that you're seeing are just the workers. You haven't seen the leader
Yeah.
wake up yet.
I'll go up and ask what they need me to do. I'm not gonna just start going and fixing stuff.
And so you go up and you do see somebody who looks to be kind of directing things. It looks like a foreman on a construction site. And when you ask to help, he's like, "Sure. We need framework done over there. And if you finish that early, go ahead and help Jeb with thing."
Okay. While I walk
Jeb
away, I'm
Bird.
like, "Who the hell is Jeb?" And just
Good
go
old
work on the
Jeb.
framing.
But you saw who he was pointing at,
But
so you get a kind of a
Like picking his nose and shit.
Okay, I'm just calling it now. 50 sessions from now, Jeb is going to be the boss, and Matt's going to be like, only you guys had paid attention.
Good to know. I'm shooting Jeb now. Just stopping it early.
Sorry, Jeb, your future fantasy Hitler. We have to kill you now.
It's like booger pickers.
And the thing is if you kill him now, then he never becomes the bad guy, so you never know.
It's the guy with the kneecap I took off.
Well, I'll start helping, and then when breakfast is done, I'll make sure that I hand out some to the workers and then go wake up everyone.
Okay. So you...
And it's not heavy stew, it's like chicken noodle
almost
soup in
like
a cup.
soup. Yeah. So you're working away, and everybody kind of stops for a moment, like just to like, the hell is it? All right, and go about working. But it's like your appearance is strange enough. The fact that you open your chest and bring out soup ready made, just dishing it out, all of them just kind of stop. Take the soup, sip it, start going down, and you just walk off into the distance back to the cart.
Yeah, I wake up everyone in the cart.
Bro.
I give Seven the rest of the pot, and then go help finish working.
Hey, what was...
Come with
distribute.
Okay.
me, and then I'll have while Gar's helping me do little things. I put him into like the little parts where I can't put my hand.
Here's the wrench.
Yeah, just you with a wrench. If I can't reach something, he holds the wrench, and I turn him.
Yeah.
Eek, eek.
No wrenches.
Stiff tail.
Alright, so what you gave me was like what my bag is, a bag of holding. I turned it inside out and your bullet came out. Something else came out, but I want to study it more because it doesn't look safe.
So it's the it's like your no sleep bag.
Yeah, it's exactly that, but I did fill it up with more bullets for you.
Okay, thank you. The news of the bad kind?
What do you mean?
Bullets.
Oh, yeah, they're normal for now, but I have some ideas for the new ones.
Okay, I just had to update my bad news bullets. That's why I was wondering. Yeah.
Then, yeah, we'll start working until everyone else comes over.
I'd like you to make an intelligence save.
Okay.
Natural 1, you explode.
Yeah.
Her head pops like a grape.
Oh my god!
As you lay on the top of the cart, you notice how remarkably blue the sky is this morning. The smell of warm grass.
Chicken noodle soup.
And the sounds of the leaves rustling enter your mind, and you are taken back to a moment where you staying on the farm, laying out in the fields, watching the clouds. You had put aside your reading for now. It was rather dry, a little bit. You, in your mind, you hold out your hand, look back and forth, and reach out and see a small stone lift into your vision. And as you focus on that stone, you stop and you snap back to the present.
I go find Gig.
Okay, give me
I
one.
scurry down and find Gig.
Oh, we have some. Oh,
Matt, just so I'm you said it's smaller than the other bag. Is the carrying capacity smaller as well?
It is. It's only about 50 pounds.
Okay,
Seven
thank
never
you.
gets
That's a lot of bullets. That is a lot of bullets. Oh, man. Oh, we could just attach that to your minigun.
Gravity fed.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Huh, bad news. Huh. But I should probably skedaddle soon. I got work.
Yes.
in the morning.
No, I was going to say that. Think if this is a good chance to wrap up.
The all-important question.
Did you level?
Did we
Yes,
up?
you level.
Level
Yes.
7?
Taking
Yes.
out that man's
God,
taking
Lucky
out that
number
man's
7.
kneecap was
Don't
enough
let me in
not
my
a
zone.
dodge.
Again, that's it. That's the benefit of doing milestone instead of experience. You don't have to worry about whether you've completed the
Oh my
or killed your way
God.
through the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Is it because he shot him in the knee? Is that what took us over the edge? Like that was our.
Alright, I'm
I said,
stopping
was it
recording.
just